Hey everyone, I'm Tristen Adams, and like you, I'm taking HCS 100 this semester. I think I grew up the wrong way. Most of you probably grew up with things like cable TV, video games, a backyard, friends. Not me though. I had DVDs and computer time. While you were at playdates learning how to talk to people, I was at home playing flash games and pretending to hack into the government. This obsession with computers didn't stop when I got older either. In the ninth grade, I had a PhD in watching movies on school computers. A couple of years later, I'm majoring in computer science, which brings me to this speech right here. By the end of this, I want for all of you to get to know me better. Maybe, like me, you grew up on addicting games and Burn Notice. Through this speech, you'll learn a bit about where I'm from, what interests me, and my goals for the future. Since 2007, I've lived in a town in northeast PA called Hazleton. Many refer to this region of the state as the armpit of Pennsylvania, shown here by this state-of-the-art graphic. While I agree with this for many reasons, and many comparisons can be drawn between the two, I won't complain about it all day. Because Hazleton was the most city-like place I've lived. Both my parents being from Philadelphia, they made sure that I was very observant of my surroundings. They wanted me to know where everyone was and what they were doing around me. My mother was also a big fan of stand-up comedy, and she would have me sit down and watch it with her. This constant awareness mixed with deep memories of Jerry Seinfeld on stage made me funnier as I grew up. For example, in the third grade, the word I got wrong is Hazleton on a spelling test. Now, Hazleton is spelled Hazleton. And my dad thought that was bizarre, because that's not how it's spelled. And the original spelling was Hazleton, but the founder's secretary switched the E and the L when filing the paperwork. And I really asked my dad, they really named it after a typo? Can't say I hate it though. After all, there isn't anywhere else around here that I can walk down the street and see a bank, a used car dealership, and a bodega right next to each other. After all, it was in my apartment in Hazleton that I discovered my love for technology. Almost everything I do requires me to use a computer. Whenever I have downtime, I usually spend it on YouTube. Some of my favorite people on the site right now are the lockpicking lawyer and the action lab. I've always loved coding ever since I found out that you can make scripts in the notepad built into Windows. Back in my junior year of high school, I took several programming classes, and that's when I really fell in love with it. Outside of programming, I'm an amateur video editor. I learned how to edit by making intros for people on YouTube. They weren't anything anybody found particularly interesting, but through them I learned how to efficiently edit videos and ended up making some really cool things. Now, I decided I should get a career where I can use my computer to create something new. And although I have several goals, they're all centered around me graduating college and getting a job as a programmer. My goal for the current semester is to raise my GPA to a 3.0 or above. My first semester of college was tough, and remote learning made it even more difficult to succeed. To begin, I've been setting aside time to let myself get schoolwork done. My goal for the year is to get physically in shape and save money for a car. I let myself slack over the winter break, so I really want to get back on the track of success. My goal from 5 years from now is to be gainfully employed as a programmer or software developer. The first step is to be successful in school, so I'm sending all my attention to my academics. And that's really all I have time for. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me introduce myself. To recap, I'm Tristen, I'm a computer nerd, and I didn't have cable TV. By now, I hope you have a sense of what I'm about, and it was a lot of fun talking to you, and I hope I actually get to talk to you. If you would like, my Instagram is cant_c_color, and you can DM me there. Thank you so much for watching.